Hi, I'm Paul Colby, and today I want to talk about for sale by owner versus listing your house with a real estate agent. Now, there's a lot of information online and there are a lot of statistics that will tell you that using a real estate agent to sell your home, you will make about 18% more on that home than if you sold it by owner. But is that always the case? Of course it's not. Is there a good time to sell by owner? Sure there is, but those times are very specific. So let's take a look at a few of those right now. Number one, do you already have a buyer or know a buyer? Of course, that may seem kind of obvious, but has anybody mentioned to you or to a friend that they're looking to move into your neighborhood, or they really love to live in your neighborhood, or maybe even your house? By all means, reach out to those people and see if you can't put together a deal. That is a great opportunity to put together a for sale by owner deal. Number two, is your home in a high traffic area? Do you live by a business, or do you live by a school? Or maybe you live next to a home that's for sale. Somebody on your street has a home for sale and there's buyers coming by regularly. Putting a sign in your yard will definitely draw some interest, and you may be able to draw some of that traffic to your home. Number three, do you live in a desirable or a sought after area such as a lake community or a golf community? Around here, the lake houses, people have been known to find letters in their mailboxes from people offering to buy their home. So it does happen. People drive through on a regular basis just to see if there's something for sale in those type of areas. Now remember, in the golf communities and the lake communities and those type of areas, it's seasonal. So you don't get a lot of traffic through the lakes and the golf courses in the wintertime. So make sure, if you're using that strategy, that you're doing it at the appropriate time. So if you're going to list for sale by owner, here are some things to keep in mind. Pricing. Pricing is crucial. Make sure you price it correctly. I recommend getting a comparative market analysis to set the price, because remember, the first thing that happens after you have that contract signed, you've agreed to a purchase price, is the buyer's lender is going to order an appraisal on the home. If the appraisal comes back below the agreed to price, the deal is dead. Ouch, and you are back to square one. So make sure you price it correctly. Number two, get good pictures. I recommend using a professional. You want these pictures to not exaggerate and make the home look bigger than it is, but you do want it to accentuate the home and make it so people can imagine themselves living in this home. Make sure it's clean and the windows are open, the lights are on. I also recommend don't put too many pictures in the listing. You want to leave a little something for the imagination. Number three, be ready to pay the buyer's commission. In most cases, for sale by owner homes sell by an agent bringing the buyer to them. And in those situations, you're going to be asked to pay a buyer's commission. Remember that when you list your house on Zillow and Realtor.com, the majority of the people looking at those homes are real estate agents. That's where they go to find, in addition to the MLS, they're on Zillow and they're on Realtor.com all the time looking for those off-market homes. So when you see all the views and likes in there or saves, the majority of those are real estate agents, and they're looking at your properties. So keep that in mind. Number four is a showing schedule. Put together a showing schedule. Figure out when you're going to be available to show your home, because you're going to be responsible for being there whenever the home is being shown in a for sale by owner. So I recommend putting that right in the comments when you list that on Zillow or Realtor.com, that you're going to be available nights and weekends, or what days you're going to be available, so that the potential buyers have a little bit of information when they're trying to schedule their time to come see your home. And then lastly, marketing. Make sure you market your home as best you can by putting it out there on Zillow, on Realtor.com, and in your social media, all your social media. And make sure that in your social media, you're keeping that relevant and active by either reposting it or commenting on it. And ask your friends to comment on it, and ask your friends to share it. Sharing is great because then it gets in front of all of their friends. So there's nothing wrong with shooting them a text or giving them a call and asking them to share your post. Okay, well, there you have it. Those are my tips for selling for sale by owner and when it makes sense to sell by owner. And just want to keep a few things in mind here. Here are some stats that, according to the National Association of Realtors, about 89% of for sale by owners do end up hiring a real estate agent to sell their home in the end. And while the cost of using an agent is on average about 6%, the home sold using an agent's net about 18% more. So after paying that 3% commission to the buyer's broker, you're leaving about 15% on the table. And so remember this, in the for sale by owner transactions, the savings generally goes to the buyer. So if you're thinking about using a real estate agent rather than going for sale by owner, here are some advantages that we offer. Number one is we have a team of professionals ready to help you with every step of the process, from lender partners to get you pre-approved to title experts who can do pre-title and make sure everything's clean before you list it, to contractors. We have our transaction coordinators that help keep everything together and make sure all your information is up to date and you've got what you need to get this to the closing table. Inspectors, you name it, we've got people in place to help you with every step of the process. Number two, marketing. We have proven marketing strategies to get your home in front of thousands of potential buyers, and not just buyers looking for a home, but looking for a home like yours in your area. Number three, real estate agents have insurance. They are insured against errors and omissions in your disclosures, in the documents, in the contracts, to make sure you're protected in the long run. Number four, showings. A big one. You don't need to be there. You get to approve them and you get to say yes or no to the times that they come, and you get to help set the schedule, but you do not need to be there for the showings. Showings, open houses, you get to go spend your time doing what you want. And hey, when you're at work, your house is being shown. When you're off on vacation, your house is being shown. The wheels are still turning, and your house is still on its way to being sold. And then last but not least, negotiating. And I say last, there's a lot of other advantages, but on my list today, the last one is negotiating. You know, selling a home can be emotional, and a professional real estate agent can help take some of that emotion out of it and negotiate the best deal on your behalf. So there you have it. Those are some of the tips and statistics. So if you do decide to go for sale by owner, or you do decide to hire a real estate agent, I wish you the best of luck. So hey, if you like the information in this video, please click the like and subscribe button below, and we'll keep making more videos. And hey, until next time, with gratitude, take care.